Yeah, you can call us hippies. We are hippies. What's wrong with that?
My tribe is called the Space Rangers. Okay. We're the third generation. There used to be the Association for Consciousness Exploration, and then we have the Chameleon Club, and then we have the Space Rangers, which is about 200 people. There's about 200 or so in each group. And then with the Space Rangers, we have different facets. So Space Rangers do different things, but one of those facets is called Flomentum, and that's the fire spinning group. And so these people in Flomentum, they don't necessarily have to be hippies. They don't necessarily even have to be part of the festival culture, but they typically are. We also have the Starwood Festival, which is in Athens. The Starwood Festival is like amazing. There's like 2,000 people, and it's called the Starwood Festival because we spend the whole week making a huge bonfire, at least 30 feet tall, in the shape of a pentagram. It is predominantly a pagan festival, Druids, pagans, Wiccans, but like all walks of life come, Buddhists, Hindus, agnostics. I mean. I was just talking to a guy over here. He was saying he was something like a fairy. He's a part of the LGBTQ fairies. And fairy something. And he said it's a group in London. And he came over here because he's like, oh my God, we do the same thing. And a part of these LGBTQ fairies, we sit around a fire and we drum also. So I think it goes to show like the diversity of like these kind of fiery performances.
Psychedelics tend to be a drug of choice that I have observed, and maybe like cannabis as well. A lot of people smoke and stuff, and it's drugs that are associated with creativity and expanding your understanding of what you're doing and whatnot. Psychedelics are a way to expand your understanding of yourself, your mind, what you are doing at the time. And it gives you a window into deeper understanding. I would say the vast majority of people within the community have real jobs, have a sustainable like household and whatnot. Most people are intellectual and have really good careers and stuff. I know a lot of the people, if I just look around here, a lot of the people like Nick's a teacher, Bubba's an accountant, like there's a lot of office workers and tech people, there's loads of people in software. Like, it's not necessarily a one stamp fits all. Oh, you spin fire, therefore you're a really trippy hippie. Like it's like a microcosm within the community, you know.
People do this in different cultures where it doesn't necessarily imply that you're part of that hippie scene. It's just an art form, I guess. And there's a thing too. I forget the neuroscientist team that's talking about it, but they get into the flow state, talking about the benefits of flow state. Is when you're actually spinning and stuff, your mind goes into that focused state where you're disregarding everything else around you. You're disregarding like your anxieties because you're so dedicated and in that moment of processing each flow movement that it's actually like meditative and benefits of meditating. So people do it also for that reason. You know, people could pick it up just because they want to like help their anxiety, depression, have a hobby.
Flow state is the most addictive drug in the world, right? And the flow state is produced by your own brain. You can't replicate these chemicals in any way, and that is what I see a lot. People come into this community and they are addicted to drugs, or they have, not that great of a lifestyle at the moment, or they have whatever issues that they're going through, and using prop manipulation and hitting flow states is a way to combat that. Everyone gets flow states, everyone on the planet. As adults, we forget how to play, and play is a really important part of the human condition. And as adults, we're conditioned that children play, adults don't play. The version of play that adults do in our modern day society is escapism in nightclubs, and that's the majority of people, the mainstream.
The way I found the fire spinning was kind of by chance. I lived in Borough, which is obviously really close to where the fire spinning is done in the South Bank. I went along just to have a little look, and I saw this big whole community. It was quite large. I hadn't seen anything like that before. It was intoxicating. You're just like, wow, this is fascinating. I found my people. I've done lots of different jobs, from working in print media to television. I've sold bricks. I've been an estate agent. I'm now currently a building surveyor. I'm always there. And that's the reason I'm kind of the organiser, because I'm one of the few constants. I've just been doing it long enough that the police kind of know us now, and I introduce myself and put on my best middle class accent, and how do you do, sir? And I use my white privilege very effectively there. I don't look like your normal hippie. So this is one of the reasons I've been always the first one to go. Because if you ask some of the ones who are more into, couch surfing, or they live in squats, the police are often moving them. There's conflict there. I don't have that. So I always try and be the happy, joyful face that comes over and is really, oh, how can I help you, officer? People come along and they find us. They may have never seen anything like this before. They may have never come across hippies. They may have a stereotype, as we were talking earlier. And hopefully we will show them that, no, we're just some nice people looking after the place that we are, having some fun outdoors. It feels like hippies doing what hippies do, right in the middle of London, right in plain sight.